Shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'asham Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders and bishops of Great Millstone. As always, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is another edition of GMS News and Prophecy. And we got more and more hypersonic missiles being developed, being tested, and being used by the different militaries of, the major superpower nations, right? Starting with the U.S. here. This is from NDTV.com, and it reads, U.S. tests hypersonic missile capable of striking Moscow within 30 minutes. So now, this is an update to the American system of hypersonic missiles. And these are the weapons that are going to be used in World War III, which are going to ultimately be used by God and his allies, Persia, which would be the enemies of Babylon the Great, to destroy the land, right? It's prophesied in Ezekiel 38th chapter, Isaiah 13, and Revelation the 17th chapter. So I'm going to get into it here. It says, the U.S. Air Force successfully launched an unarmed Minuteman III ICBM early Tuesday morning from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California. This test marks the first of two scheduled for this week. Okay? It says, according to the Air Force, this test launch program is crucial for validating and verifying the safety, security, effectiveness, and readiness of the weapon system. All right. Let's see. Jump down. It says, now consistent with previous test launches, this routine unarmed ICBM test launch will validate and verify the effectiveness, readiness, and accuracy of the weapon system. So yes, so they're testing these ICBMs, these hypersonic missiles that have been developed for years now. All these things are being tested, which is going to lead to a major war amongst the major nations around the world. Now, on the flip side, right, this is from the national interest dealing with Russia, all right, or God. It says Russia's Yasin M class submarine and now a hypersonic nightmare for NATO. So it says Russia is planning to enhance its naval capabilities by equipping its Yasin M class nuclear submarines with the advanced Zircon hypersonic missiles. Now remember, these hypersonic missiles can reach hypersonic speeds, all right? Multiple times the speed of sound, that they can reach farther distances. Okay? Yeah, so these missiles are being upgraded and developed at a very fast rate. They're up in the scale. Each country's up in the ante, on what the capabilities are. And this is all leading, like I said, to World War III, the War of Armageddon. Okay? So let's go to the main scripture I want to get. Is Isaiah the 13th chapter. And this is Isaiah chapter 13. And 5, I get straight to the point. It says, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Now these weapons of the Lord's indignation are talking about these missiles. And that land to be destroyed, is talking about Babylon the Great, aka America. All right. See what's brewing up over there with the war in Gaza with, Israel and Hamas, and then you have, of course, the ongoing conflict up between Russia and Ukraine. Those are the stages, the stages being set for World War III. But these conflicts are leading up to eventually all these countries going into the Middle East and fighting one another. Okay? Let's go to Joel, the 3rd chapter. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. And that's what's happening. We're seeing these different countries gather their armies together to do what? To go to war. I mean, that's the time we're in now. Okay? All the mighty men, all the soldiers, the Navy, the Air Force, the tanks. I just read about Russia equipping their submarines, their naval vessels with hypersonic missiles. All of this is war talk. It says, beat your plowshares into swords. So instead of putting your money into farming and agriculture, your budget, into tending to, other people being able to eat and grow crops and import and export goods, no, put it into war. Put a lot of your budget into your military. It says, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong. So now you have other countries that are going to be involved. It's not just going to be a war of major so-called superpower nations. No, it's going to be China, India, Pakistan, Japan, North Korea, South Korea, smaller nations, so to speak, are going to get involved in this war. Okay? It says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord, which are the angels, the so-called UFOs, the chariots. They're going to come down. All right? They're going to come down, and they're going to be led by Yahweh Shai and the Archangel Michael to, destroy these nations in the air. It's prophesied in Isaiah, Second Ezra, the 13th chapter. And Yahweh Shai is going to deliver the elect. Okay? It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. That's a Hebrew word, Yahweh Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment. And his judgment is going to take place soon. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So eventually the Lord is going to judge these nations. And he's going to use them to destroy themselves. Okay? Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. The wickedness of who? The wickedness of Esau, Edom. Okay? The wickedness of Ham, the wickedness of Japheth, the wickedness of Moab, Ammon. These nations have had the Israelites in captivity. All right? And our people, Israelites, are going off. 2/3 of them are going to be destroyed in America, Babylon the Great. But overall, the affliction has been furthered. Okay? The furtherance of the affliction that the that the Israelites have had to endure, all right, in slavery, that's going to be the the judgment for these nations, okay? Because they still spill our blood. We're found in their hand here in the U.S. The brothers, the prophets are out there prophesying on the street corners. So these missiles that these nations have, they're going to be used, and they're preparing them now, right? The Lord is putting it in their minds to prepare these nuclear missiles to be used to destroy the enemies. Okay? It says, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. That's in the Middle East. That's why you've had this conflict in the Middle East since the early 90s. That's been the center theater of war for the past 30 years. So it's coming. Okay? It's coming. All right? That judgment is coming. Hey, but with that, and hope it's edifying, our praise to go to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kakwadash. Shalom.